Hello, hello, my friends. Last weekend, Bath & Body Works ran a $12.95 candle sale. They also launched a couple of new fragrances, and they were offering free shipping over $50. So I decided to go ahead and purchase a couple of fragrances, take advantage of that sale. I didn't go too wild. You guys know that I am trying to be very intentional with my candle collection. But today I just wanted to share with you what I decided to purchase. All but one of these candles are online exclusives. And also at the end of this video, I'm going to throw in 2 Homeworx candles that were sent to me in PR. They did arrive actually the same day that these Bath & Body Works ones showed up on my doorstep. I always feel like videos like this are pretty helpful, especially for somebody like me who I have always told you guys that I'm pretty selective about what fragrances I repurchase or either repurchase or choose to bring into my collection. So I thought that it would just be fun to share with all of you guys which ones I have chosen. So let's not let this introduction be any longer than it needs to be. Let's go ahead and dive into the candles that I purchased. As always, everything that I talk about in this video today will be listed and linked down below, as well as if I have done any post-burn reviews already on these candles, you will be able to find those in the, the description box. I almost said the comments, in the description box down below. So let's go ahead and start out with a candle that is not an online exclusive. However, I wanted to hit that $50 threshold so that way I could have gotten the free shipping. So I decided to repurchase Autumn Chai. I am actually about 2/3 of the way through a burn on my first purchase of this candle. Stay tuned. I will probably be bringing a post-burn review on this fragrance to you this week. But spoiler alert, I really like it. My current one is burning quite well for me. The only thing that I will say is that this wax with the Bath & Body Works, you do get a little bit of discoloration. It's not terribly bad, but once you light it up, you might notice a little bit of discoloration in the wax formula, but it's really not terribly bad. My first one is burning quite well for me already. Fragrance notes on Autumn Chai are cinnamon chai, French vanilla froth, and smooth caramel. I will tell you that I am somebody who does not typically like the way that Bath & Body Works does caramel. In fact, caramel fragrances really aren't really my favorite. They have to be done really well, and usually the award for my favorite caramel fragrances goes to Homeworx. So I am happy to say that I don't really detect any caramel in this fragrance. I do pick up that cinnamon chai fragrance as well as the French vanilla. There's a nice like creamy vanilla in here. I would say that this is almost maybe like a basic chai fragrance, but done in the best way. I really enjoy it. I also find this to be a very versatile fragrance that goes with a lot of candles that I currently have in my collection. I really like burning this with candles like, say, Sweater Weather if I want like a really like cozy vibe. I'm mixing like I think of like that like outdoor freshness that we get from that fragrance mixed with kind of just like the indoor coziness that you would get from sipping on some chai tea. Really, really love this fragrance. So I decided that I wanted to add another one of those into my collection. Another candle that I've already done a post-burn review on, and I did say in that review that I would be purchasing a backup of it, is Cuddle Weather. Fragrance notes on Cuddle Weather are warm gingerbread tea, cinnamon shortbread, a cozy blanket. And this fragrance I described as being, I get mainly the cinnamon shortbread in here. I might get a little bit of gingerbread in here, but it's more like a cinnamon note. To my nose, this is a very similar fragrance to Homeworx's Cinnamon Sugar Marshmallow. There's no marshmallow accord listed in here, but there is a sweetness to this, like a vanilla sweetness. But I get that nice like cinnamon shortbread type of note. There is a density to it. I really like it. It's a cozy fragrance. I do like this one better than, I think it was called like Cozy Sunday Night or something. I did have that fragrance last year. And while I feel like this one is kind of in a similar family, this one is slightly sweeter to my nose than the Cozy Sunday Night. That one was just a little bit more like cinnamon and spice heavy to my nose than this one. But I really like this fragrance. And again, it's another versatile fragrance. That's probably going to be one of the themes that you are going to see from me, is that I like fragrances that complement other candles that I currently have in my collection, because I do usually like to burn more than one fragrance at a time. And I don't like the fragrances to clash. So I'm always looking for scents that go well. And Bath & Body Works, usually one of the reasons why I like purchasing their fragrances for those purposes is because, say for example, I have one of those 22-ounce Kringle vessels. Those take a really long time for me to get through. So I can usually, it'll usually take like 2 Bath and Body Works candles for me to burn at the same time to complement like a full-size Kringle large vessel. I don't know if that makes sense, but anyways, I do get through my Bath and Body Works candles a little bit faster than, say, like a Kringle large 2-wick. So that's why I wanted another one of those. Another fragrance that I absolutely love, and I've also done a review on this, is Pumpkin Vanilla Creme. So this one and Cuddle Weather are both online exclusives. Fragrance notes here are creamy pumpkin, vanilla creme, fresh ground nutmeg, graham cracker crust. And I will tell you that I do believe that this is a repackage of pumpkin pie that they had a couple of years ago. This is still my favorite pumpkin pie fragrance. I love this scent. There's something about it that just makes me think, it really like just makes me think of the whole like fall season. More so, I would say like closer to Thanksgiving, if I could be honest with you. There's something about this that just carries like a nostalgic, there's something that invokes a scent memory for me. And I can't pinpoint exactly what it is. You do get some of that graham cracker crust in here. You get a little bit of pumpkin, touch of like pumpkin spice in here, but it's really, really well done. I really like this fragrance. I don't know why it's called Pumpkin Vanilla Creme, because I do think that it should just be called pumpkin pie. That's really what, I don't know why they had to go and change it, but I did decide to purchase another one of these. And then I did purchase one of the new limited edition candles, which is Pumpkin Donut Shop. Fragrance notes are glazed donuts, warm pumpkin spices, sprinkled with powdered sugar. Apparently, this came out from the vault. You guys know that I am not your Bath and Body Works historian. Truthfully, you guys, I'm not really crazy about this packaging. It looks kind of like cartoonish and cheap to me, to be really honest with you. Like, I feel like this looks like packaging I would get like at Walmart or something, but also it just is what it is. Okay, so I've never had this candle before, and I will tell you that I don't think there's anything special about it. Like, I'll burn it. I definitely detect the powdered sugar note in here, which is kind of funny. I don't think I really get like a donut accord in here. Now, granted, I feel like my expectations are a little bit high for donut accords because I compare everything to Homeworx's hot cider donut. That's probably like the best donut fragrance I've ever come across. Well, Kringle's jelly donut is really good too, but like more of a fall donut, I would compare it to hot cider donut. But yeah, I get a lot of that like powdered sugar note in here. What else is in here? Warm pumpkin spices. I do get the pumpkin spices. And it is definitely more of like a glazed donut if I do smell that in here. But who knows? When this candle is lit, it could completely transform, and then that donut accord might come out a little bit more. It's a nice fragrance, but I don't feel like it's anything that I need to hoard and get backups of. I will also just show you really quickly, I did redeem a reward for my favorite body cream that I layer with a lot of my perfumes in the fall and winter, and that would be Warm Vanilla Sugar. I love this body cream. I know a lot of people say that they don't use body creams a lot, but because I live in Arizona, which is a very dry climate, and I cannot stand the feeling of my skin feeling dry, like I get out of the shower, I slather on body cream. I wash my hands, I put cream on. Like I cannot stand the feeling of my skin being dry. And I know that this product has been around for a long, long time. When I worked for Bath and Body Works, when I went off to college in late 2002, I remember this fragrance was like just being launched and it was very popular. So apparently a lot of people like this fragrance, and I could see why. It goes really, really nicely with a lot of perfumes, and it's just a good vanilla fragrance. So that is it for the Bath and Body Works haul. Like I said, I didn't go too wild or crazy. I pretty much just tried to get to that $50 threshold so I could get the free shipping. But here are the 2 Homeworx candles. Again, both of these were sent to me in PR. So the first candle that I wanted to talk about is Apple Pumpkin Pie. We have fragrance notes here of red apple, pumpkin, clove, and ginger. This has a pour date of May 7th, 2024, which is funny. I feel like almost all of the fall candles I have gotten from Homeworx have that pour date on it. So I have burned this candle twice so far, and you're going to see the wicks on this. They're pretty long. You can't burn it for too terribly long without having to trim these wicks because they are, it's a pretty hot burning candle, I would say. A lot of my Homeworx candles I am finding, and this is something that I'm seeing in the Facebook group, a lot of people, the first burn, a lot of people are saying, oh, it has puny wicks, it's taking forever to pull out, it's not throwing. And we can discuss that all day long. But if you're having that experience with your Homeworx candles, I'm going to say, as I have been saying on a lot of the reviews that I've been doing, give that first burn, make sure you have about 5 hours to let that completely pull out. It usually takes until about the third burn for those wicks to kind of strengthen and for the flames to intensify. That has been my experience with a lot of the Homeworx candles. Now this one I feel like is like maybe one of the like one-offs. The other candle that burned really hot like this was the apple pie cookie fragrance, which honestly, if you saw my review for that, you guys know I didn't give that one a very good review. But this fragrance for me, thankfully, so far is performing a lot better. It's burning hot, and it is a pretty decent strength and throw so far on the first 2 burns. Now, that being said, I don't detect a whole lot of pumpkin in here. This is more of an apple note. But oddly enough, when this is burning, I think it's the apple and the ginger note in here. Like the ginger in here doesn't come across as like pungent. Like sometimes I know ginger can come across a little bit pungent to the nose. It's not like that, but it almost in a weird way makes the apple smell slightly like floral to my nose. I'm having a hard time describing that, but yeah, that's what I'm smelling. I get red apple and I get ginger in here. I don't get a ton of clove, maybe a little bit of clove in there, but it's not like the clove that you would pick up in, say, like pumpkin clove from Bath and Body Works. Is that what fragrance it is? Or like there's a lot of other fragrances that have a clove note in it, like Pumpkin Bonfire has a clove note in there. There's no, it's not that strong. The clove note in here isn't that strong, but it does lend a little bit of warmth. But I really don't detect a ton of pumpkin in here. I think that it's a nice fragrance. It's a unique fragrance. It's not one that, yeah, I don't know. It's not one that I see myself repurchasing at this time, but it is a little bit different twist on some of the other fragrances, like the apple pumpkin, or no, the apple pie cookie fragrance. I thought that was just a very generic, blah, nothing unique about it fragrance when I was able to smell it. This one, it is slightly different, but again, if you're hoping for a lot of pumpkin note in here, I don't detect it. I have been burning this candle with Kringle Candles Great Pumpkin fragrance from their Reserve line in 2023. And so that kind of scratches the itch for a pumpkin note, but I do like the fragrance, so stay tuned. I will be doing a post-burn review on this one for you all. And then another fragrance that they sent me from the Gather collection is Cranberry Sauce. I do believe that this was available in 2023, but I've never tried it. So the fragrance notes here are stewed cranberries, Valencia orange peel, spiced red apple, and cane sugar. We have a pour date here of April 25th, 2024. And ooh, I like this one on cold. Yeah, it's a good cranberry scent. It's a gourmand cranberry scent. Nothing bakery about it, but it does smell like cranberry sauce. I do detect some of that orange in here, but it's not like, oh, this is an orange fragrance. It's definitely cranberry forward. The sweetness of cane sugar, but it's not overly sweet. Maybe a little bit of spiced red apple in there. That's what they say, but I don't really, like, it's not an apple forward. It's very, very much, I feel like on cold sniff, this is quite authentic to what it's saying it is, a cranberry sauce. So I'm excited to get to burning that one. I haven't tried it yet, but you guys know if you've been watching my channel this week, you guys know I've been uploading like 2 a day candle reviews because I've got a lot of fragrances that I'm trying to get reviews out for all of you. So feel free to hit the thumbs up button on this video if you liked it. Chime in down below if you participated in the Bath and Body Works sale. What candles did you decide to purchase? Did you purchase anything? I'm kind of regretting not purchasing, I think it was the pumpkin nut butter. I think I was afraid that it was going to smell too much like the, there was like pumpkin peanut brittle. I don't know why in my mind I thought that it would smell like that, but from what I'm hearing from other people, they are saying that they are really enjoying it. So I'm kind of like, darn, I should have gotten that one. But should I have? I don't know. Do I need another pumpkin fragrance? No, I do not. But will I inevitably probably bring some more into my collection? Yes, I probably will. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you are new to my channel. If you want to stick around for candle content, I do hauls like this, dedicated reviews. I also have empties. I hope to have my mid-September. Can you believe we're already saying that? My mid-September candle empties up for you guys early next week. But yeah, and stay tuned also if you are very curious. Next week, I am planning to bring my very first Christmas collection video for you. Yes, Kringle Candle is sending me their Christmas collection. It should be here, I think, on Monday is when UPS is saying it will be delivered. So I'm hoping to have a video up for you, at least giving you some first sniff impressions prior to that launch on Thursday. So you'll want to be subscribed to my channel if you don't want to miss out on any of that. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.